Hello, wild ones, and welcome back to Wild World Weekly, your roundup of the weirdest and wildest and most wonderful animal news and stories from around the globe. My name's JP, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. And in today's news, we're going to be kicking off with some flying baby carriers, otters come back, and a deep sea monster, and a zoo asking for your pet rabbits. Yes, it's a wild world. Let's dive into the first story today. The first story we're looking at London stork's return. The stork has been a symbol of life for many, many generations and years. You know the classic birds and the bees, where the baby comes from the stork, right? But it looks like the babies are still coming into London without the storks. A conservation group called Citizen Zoo wants your opinion on bringing white storks back to London. While storks already thrive in cities across Europe, nesting on chimney tops and pattering across your roofs like no one's business, and with nearly 500 sightings in London since 2016, the big bird are clearly testing the waters. Well, I say that, the rooftops. But not everyone is excited about these white storks coming back. Some ecologists argue storks should not be coming back due to the fact that they're not endangered and they shouldn't be rewilded. And rewilding should be put onto other animals which need it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Should these white bears come back, or do you think that we need to put more time into other conservation projects and rewilding in the UK? Up next, some utterly amazing news. Otters are making a comeback in Sunderland thanks to some high-tech help. Water monitors the size of suitcases are being installed by Northumberland Waters. Those solar panel monitors check the water quality every 15 minutes, and it's kind of like a Fitbit but for streams and water, with real-time alerts and alarms, and a team what can jump into action whenever it needs it or when things get fishy. This is literally a game changer. There is 31 monitors already in place, and the goal is to have 400 more in the upcoming regions. The goal is to clean the streams and make happy otters, and maybe we'll see more of these watery cameos over the next several years in the countryside on our walks. Heading over to number 3, guys, is the deep sea creature what has just been discovered. Meanwhile, off the coast of Japan, researchers have found a brand new species of deep sea animal after diving over 19,000 feet into the deep. This mythical creature is something scientists have never seen before. Okay, maybe not mythical, but it is new and weird, okay? It was attached to a volcanic rock shelf, and it looked like a cone-shaped alien deep inside the deep ocean. And it's kind of like a mussel. It's the first time this animal's been spotted so deep, and it is the deepest mussel, or whatever you want to call it, ever discovered. This new species is only about 2 inches long and now holds the record for the deepest of its kind. How cool is that? But we're still waiting for the sea monster from the movies. And finally, we'll end today's episode with a story that got the internet growling, and that is with a Denmark zoo asking people to donate their unwanted pets, alive, like rabbits, guinea pigs, and even chickens, to be euthanized and fed to their predators, like the lions, the lynx, and the tigers. This zoo is sending a really bad negative way of keeping your pets by allowing people to get these animals for a short period of time and then to get them to the zoo to be fed on. The zoo states that they are trying to mimic the natural food chain and prevent any sort of waste. But in my opinion, for us to give our pets to a zoo to eat when they're alive is sending out the wrong message for zoos. Zoos are there to educate conservation and to prevent any sort of cruelty or neglect. So for this Denmark zoo to do this, it's kind of promoting people to get the animals, and then when they get bored to give them to a zoo. It's very, very common in European zoos for zoos to actually unalive animals to feed them on. There's stories from a zebra, a 15-year-old zebra stallion, being put to sleep and euthanized to be fed to lions because they couldn't find a home for him. And they've also, in the past, fed dead giraffes to the lions as well in other zoos in Europe. So it is very, normal for them. The zoo says that they will put the animals down humanely and euthanize them humanely by trained staff, and that they've been doing this for many, many years. Online reactions were split. Some praised the natural approach, others not so much. So I want to ask you, is this responsible for the zoo to do? Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. That's your wild world for this week. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let me know in the comments down below how your day's been, what you've been up to, and also tell me what your favourite story was today, guys. And would you donate your pet to a zoo? Do you want to see storks back in London? And what do you think about the crazy new mythical animal that lives down in the deep? And do you think there's any more crazy ones? Let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, bye for now. Keep weird.